Awesome.
Straight from the filmmakers, what they have to say.
There are so many types of stories that need to be told.
Hi everyone, this is Silas Ram, AsianCultureVulture.com. How you doing? I'm with Mahin Ibrahim and Phillip Yaw Domfeh, the Disney Execs behind Launchpad. Welcome. How are you doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
Good stuff. So can I ask you, Mahin, to start, where did the idea for Launchpad come from?
So it took us nearly 3 years to get to this point. The idea was really just on a piece of paper from my former manager, Julianne Cromit. The idea really could have gone many directions. So there was brainstorming and discussion about new technology, new formats for storytelling, what were the kind of stories we wanted to tell for Disney Plus. And so I joined the company and team to really take all those ideas and crystallize them into what we have for season 1, which is telling original live action short stories straight from the filmmakers' hearts and personal experiences for the world to see on May 28th on Disney Plus.
And Philip, what's been the main experience for you in helping bring Launchpad to the screen now?
Yeah, I mean, in regards to, kind of my work, I came in, towards as we're heading into production and kind of help give some notes on the scripts, take the filmmakers into production and into post and now where we are. But mainly what I focus on is developing the second season of the program. And so really just understanding what this unique and beautiful program is and how we just continue to grow it. And I'm excited to say, as we look towards season 2, which the applications are open now, we're going to be bringing writers into the program for the first time. And so that's going to just allow us to expand our impact and the amount of different people who can participate and just the voices that we're really giving an opportunity for here on Disney Plus.
Sure. And really, look, is there any plan to make Launchpad international or have local Launchpads anywhere? Because obviously at the moment it's only restricted to the US, isn't it? You really have to be based in the US to get onto this program.
So we have many hopes and dreams for Launchpad. And so really, really proud and excited that Launchpad is the goal is for it to be an ongoing program and a continuous commitment from the company. And, we're just getting started, but who knows what the future will hold, Silas.
And what was the most important aspect of Launchpad for you? What did you really want Launchpad to say?
So our goal really started with Launchpad being open to anyone with a story to tell.
Right. That was as simple as that. So you just wanted to bring as many different kind of stories. I mean, you've got a huge variety there. Is there any particular one that kind of meant a little bit more to you, perhaps, if I can push you?
We're really extremely proud of the 6 short films and our extremely talented filmmakers. And just coming off of celebrating Eid, very excited that this coincides with the upcoming release of American Eid, the short.
Please sign this petition for me and my sister Zainab so we can get days off for Eid.
And something we learned through that process is many people don't know how to pronounce Eid. So how exciting for the world to be able to see movies on one of the biggest platforms in the world and learn how to pronounce something as simple as Eid.
No, well, I think it's powerful. Just having American Eid, the juxtaposition of those words is a powerful statement in itself, let alone the film that Aqsa Altaf made. It's very meaningful, and I think it will have an impact beyond America. Is that kind of what you'd like?
So our goal really is that every filmmaker wants their story to be shared with as many people as possible. So definitely excited for the world to get to hear kind of straight from the filmmakers what they have to say. Philip, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think I just echo that. I think these filmmakers are telling stories that can really resonate anywhere because they're beautiful, they're human, they're personal, and so I really can't wait just to see the reaction, wherever people can get access.
And can I ask you, Philip, that there aren't any African American stories in Launchpad? Is that something that will change, or what's the Disney take on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great question. I'm a Black filmmaker. I know the value and importance of telling your story, especially coming from that perspective, and I think the company does as well. And so I think one of the things, again, that's just so exciting about continuing to develop and grow this program is we're going to have so many more opportunities to tell stories. I mean, I want to see Black stories. I want to see stories from filmmakers who are disabled. I want to see stories from veterans. I think there are so many types of stories that need to be told. And so I think just as we continue this work, we're going to see more of those come to the forefront.
Yeah. And you really think that it's about opening up the spaces now to allow more voices to come onto platforms like Disney?
I think that the proof is in the pudding, that when you empower underrepresented filmmakers to tell their stories, when you give them a platform, when you first and foremost just dignify the fact that their stories matter, interesting, exciting work happens. So I think that's what's so amazing about this program, is what's so amazing about Disney's commitment to this program. And so, I mean, undoubtedly, this is the present and only the future.
And what sort of impact are you looking outside the US? Because obviously this Disney is all over the world. It's a global company, and these stories have a very kind of a global feel, even though they're all based in the US.
Yeah. So what is really, I think one cool thing about our program is the filmmakers are the majority are women, and 3 are really come from an international perspective. They moved to the US from abroad, and one of our filmmakers travels back and forth and is currently in China working on a feature film. And so, our goal really starts from the filmmakers telling the story that they wanted to tell, and that happened to be an international lens that our filmmakers naturally brought to their projects. And so we're not looking to kind of dictate, really, again, looking for them. And they applied with the script that they wanted to produce in the program. So they really brought the international lens themselves, which is super exciting. I think something else to add is that every short has an additional language besides English, including Urdu, Mandarin, Spanish, and again, just reflecting the nature of our filmmakers.
And can I ask you both how you got into the filmmaking business? You have to be brief, but it's always nice when speaking to people for the first time, knowing how they've got to where they are.
I'm a first-generation Muslim Bangladeshi female, and my parents highly discouraged me to work in entertainment. Right. And it took a lot of convincing and many years. So I was able to kind of start my journey. Honestly, this is my first Hollywood job. Wow. So about 15 years of working before I got to this step.
Have they changed? Are they convinced now?
They do like the stability of working for a corporation, but no, that's about it.
Philip?
Yeah, I mean, similar but different. My dad's from Ghana, my mom's from Jamaica. I came to Los Angeles to be a musician, actually, and studied classical guitar. And I always joke I put out a record that went triple plastic. And so after that experience, I really just, wanted to find a way to just continue my artistic exploration. And honestly, the cheapest thing and the most thing that I can control the most is being a screenwriter. It costs a bit to get some screenwriting software, and coming from my classical background, I knew, I had the discipline to lock myself in a room for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours and work. And that's how I first kind of started to develop my skills as a filmmaker, and then got a grant to make my first short film a couple of years ago that went to the American Black Film Festival, and have continued just to, executive produce and work in the space since then.
Well, thank you both for your time. was a pleasure to meet you, and I wish you all the best with Launchpad, and we get a chance to speak about season 2 next year.
Really nice to speak with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. All the best. Good luck.
Nice meeting you.
这是什么？
这是 Gabriel 给我的 Band-Aid。
Gabriel 爷爷打篮球，
我在跳芭蕾舞。
哪有男孩跳芭蕾舞的？